Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle while you're just too scared to act. I'll leave the knife right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
We knew this was coming, guys. We knew this was about to happen sooner rather than later. But hey, the show moves on. The NFL show goes on. So welcome to MK Headlines, episode number 52. I'm with my co-host, Further AM, and next shift Randy below, and our special guest. He's actually one of the executives of Hardcore Sports Network, one of my best friends on YouTube, and that's Rob from Philly Sports Network Podcast. How you guys doing, bro?
I'm doing great. So we need a soundboard up in this joint.
Yes, I'm getting one for Christmas.
Yes.
I need to get one for Hanukkah. But seriously. But first, Rob, where can he find you on social media, bro?
I mean, you can check me out on Twitch. If for those who are watching me, as well, I have a Twitch at Philly Sports Podcast. I mean, I think it's. I think if you checked out my other videos and live streams, I have it linked down below. You can check me out on YouTube at Philly Sports Podcast. I mean, we're on the road to 1,000. So I mean, as Mitch said, the movement is real. We're sitting at 841 and probably in counting. Twitter, you can check me out on Philly Podcast YT, Instagram, TikTok, both at Philly Sports 97. So you guys can follow me all on those social media platforms. Good Lord, I can't speak.
And real quick, before I let Further and Randy talk, I just got to say I've known Robert for over a year. I met him when he was around 30 subscribers. So the fact now he's almost at 900. I mean, bro, where have we gone over the past year, man? Like, hey, seriously.
Just grinding. That's pretty much it's been. I mean, it's gonna be my channel's gonna be 2 years old come January.
Yeah. What up, Cool Cat? What up, bro? Here we go. I thought Eagles were sweeping the Commanders. And it did not happen. I'm not blaming the refs. I'm not doing that. We will later. But right now, I just gotta say, where was the run defense? That's just my question.
As the way that I see it, it's like as soon as Jordan Davis went down, we knew we were going to be in a whole world of damn trouble.
Yeah. So
I will say though, last night they did only give up an average of 3.2 yards per average yesterday. So we did kind of, in a way, shore it up. It was the It was the lack of tackling. It was the lack of energy. It was the lack of leadership. It was the lack of our coach not just adapting with his play calling, rather sticking with the play plan that he had laid out for the whole entire game. I think that's what was the biggest issue.
Mm-hmm. So, further, what about AM? What about you?
Biggest takeaway was our defense just couldn't stop the run, and our I can't really blame much of the offense, and I'm not blaming the refs at all. But our defense we got to figure something out. Jonathan Gannon's not getting it done. He's not putting pressure on a backup quarterback.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. But really quick, guys, we're also live on the Hardcore Sports Network's channel. We're on Philly Sports Talk's YouTube channel, Further AM channel. So please go over there, hit the likes on all three of those YouTube channels. They put in the work, and they're also a part of the Hardcore Sports family. So please go over there, show them some love. Please do. So,
Thank you, everyone.
Here's what I want to say first about what I want to take away from this. Quez Watkins has fallen a damn ball. That's all I got to say. Watkins falling a damn ball. That's the one thing I take. Because
You're going to get up, make sure you got the ball secure. That's for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was so bad.
I mean, that was too easily taken out of his hand.
Yeah. Now, we do have to talk about the – wait, hold on. Hey, what is up, man? What is up, Banana Waterman? Rob, that's him.
Oh, yeah, exactly who it is.
So, when's the next Fall Guys stream? Rob, you down for tonight?
I'm going to be live for NXT at 8 o'clock.
Oh, right. We'll probably do it sometime this week. I know it's been a while. Rob, you haven't done it in a while, have you?
I really have not been. I mean, I just pretty much finished up winning the World Series on MLB The Show 22, so that's good.
Hey, the Phillies win the World Series.
Yeah, virtually, but that's besides the
No,
point.
it's real. We won the World Series. Okay.
In the virtual space, yes.
There we go. So we will bring up Fall Guys in a little bit. Just don't know when. So, and this is actually driving me crazy right here. It's just like Dallas Goedert's going to be out for some time, and we got to talk about this, guys. This is where we're going to get into the referees and that whole stuff. I got a picture of it to prove it.
First, I'll say this too. They missed 2 face masks, if you really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, what is up, Coach? What is up, Coach? Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for Coach Ed Gladney, a part of the Hardcore Sports Network as well. So please go say hi to him. And Coach, you can put your link in the chat. So this is the one face mask that everyone is talking about.
That was freaking blatant.
Well, not only blatant, but the fact that they had to go back and review whether or not it was a fumble. So when you go to review it, you could see the face mask.
Yeah,
it's like why not call that actually when you see it rather than freaking not ignoring the stupid call and basically acting like you didn't see it and then just go along with, oh, there's a fumble, by the way. The fumble was caused because his face was being ripped off.
The proof's right there.
Proof's in the. It kind of reminds me of how. Does everybody remember when Miles Sanders almost had his neck snapped on one face mask, and remember that was against Washington too. Remember they missed that too.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it cannot be a goddamn coincidence that put face masks against Washington do not get called.
Just looking at this, man, it proves that the refs are hurting this game.
Well, not only that, but Mitch, but I mean, like, his injury is associated to the face mask because he's being torn one way. He's landing on that shoulder. Otherwise, he probably doesn't fall down on that shoulder. He falls down frontwards or goes on his knees and then kind of goes down. But because he's being torn one way, his body's being basically wrenched that way. He's being thrown down by 2 defenders on his shoulder. That injury happens because they didn't call that fucking penalty.
And it was not just on the Eagles, the bad ref calls. There were
the chop block too.
Yo, what's up, Tyrus? Congrats on your win, bro. Congrats.
I will say this too, though. For the Cowboys fans watching out there, y'all got no room to goddamn talk. Y'all lost to the Green Bay Packers. So when you beat somebody that's actually decent, come talk to us.
But I wouldn't even blame the offense on this side. And yeah, there were bad mistakes called by the refs. I'm not going to blame those refs on those bad mistakes, even though they now know that they are. I guarantee you the refs know that they missed these calls now that they've seen them. And it's unfortunate that they weren't called in the situation. But at the end of the day, this game got away with way too many mistakes on the Eagles' hand. We just had too many turnovers. We caused too many penalties. We weren't doing anything right. We couldn't stop the run, especially on the defense. We couldn't figure out why. Now we know we're really needing Jordan Davis now. Right now, it looks like we really do have a Jordan Davis problem on our hands because we can't stop the run because they're just plugging right up the middle. It's they're swaying our offensive line right and left, and the running back's just going right up the middle. He's not even going right or left. I mean, that's how easy their running back is, just especially Gibson. Antonio Gibson had a field day on us. And we combined for less than 70 yards rushing with Sanders, Gainwell, and Scott. Sanders only had 54 yards total rushing yesterday. Where was he? He was like MIA. So
that falls on Steichen. That falls on Steichen.
Just didn't have any game plan, I feel like, and we just had too many mistakes. This is the way we learn from this.
And this is the way that I see it. Is there basically
rude awakening we needed?
Yeah, and that's just we're still sticking with the same formula that's been prior to this game we've been using for most of the year. There's no changes, and I think that's why, like I said, defensively, we should be stacking the box a whole lot more than what. Yes, I mean we have really. It's just ridiculous. I mean, at this point though, like. I think Gannon has to realize too, like at some point, the ownership might be coming down on getting that fire hammer, right on his ass.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about Jonathan Gannon later because I know we're just going to.
No one's even talking about either. Do y'all remember the very first defensive drive of the whole entire game? Didn't we sack Heineke right off the gate? Got the ball, scored a touchdown. Boom. That was the first quarter. It was and then all of a sudden after that, it just completely went 180.
All right, Art Crew. I know you're a Cowboys fan. It's all right. But
and I'm not, and for all those people up there who are like, ha ha ha, see, told you guys we're gonna go undefeated. I never once said that this team was going to go
I never had this team undefeated at all.
No.
But what hurts me is that the fact that they lost to the team that I didn't see them losing to. I thought
I had this team losing to the Titans.
Same. That's the team that I thought was going to give us a good.
Actually, my loss was next week in Indianapolis.
That's mine too.
I thought that was going to be the freak game and give the Colts and everyone make fun of you. Oh, you lost to the shitty Colts, but it was in Indianapolis, and just like the Kansas City Chiefs lost in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
and don't forget
now we have to be worried because you look at the rest of our games and there are run heavy teams in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, so this run defense needs to shore up either real quick or this team is going to be on a losing streak before we start talking playoffs, boys. So this is serious.
And it's funny. I'm looking at the next three games for the Cowboys. They got the Vikings, the Giants, and the Colts.
Ooh,
we already played the Vikings.
No, he said Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's their well, and you've also got the Texans. They got the. Oh, they got the. Well, from Washington.
Cowboys fan. He's a Cowboys fan.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
we play the Colts next week, right?
Yeah, we got the Colts next week.
We got the Colts, and I have
Washington. This is fun. You want to hear? So the next 4 games for the next 3, they got the Texans, they got the Falcons. And they got the Giants.
Ooh.
Yeah, so thank God you said Colts because I'm actually going to have a Colts content creator come on my channel. It's Derek Larger from the Bring the Juice. Yeah, he's going to be on my channel again.
Oh,
he was on mine last year. He's going to be on mine again. And I'm sure we're going to be talking about Jonathan Taylor, Matt Ryan, Jeff
Jonathan
Saturday.
Taylor is 10 times better. No offense to Timus, but he's 10 times better than the whole back crew they have in Washington. So that scares me even more.
Yeah, and AJ, neither are your Buccaneers.
And speaking of the Buccaneers, let's see what their schedule's looking like in the second half. Because good Lord,
Imagine being a Thunder and a Cowboys fan. I don't know. He's
I can't say anything.
He's also a Mavericks fan. So I said your next 4 are against teams that run the rock. Where my brother, who's an Eagles fan, he was livid last night.
so the next 4 games for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they got the Cleveland Browns, the Saints, the 49ers, and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Bengals are not that good though. I mean, they are good. They're missing Jamar Chase, and the offensive line is just terrible.
Week to week, one week they're like you were like, holy crap, like they're garbage, and then the next
I'll
week you're
give
like
them that though.
Mixing 5 touchdowns, like what the fuck?
Now, Tom Brady is undefeated after the divorce, so I will give you that. AJ, you guys won 2 in a row. Yay, would you like a cookie? Jonathan Gannon defense isn't working. They're changing the defensive schemes and trying something different to stop the run and blocking the double team coverage. Right. Yo,
what up, Jeff?
What up,
Yo,
Jeff?
up,
how you doing, man? How you doing? So,
Yep.
You guys have been talking about the run. So,
but you were just hold on real quick. Go back to that one quick thing. You were talking about the previous 4 games, but of another opposing team. What about the Philadelphia Eagles' next 4 games? They're all going to be rush heavy, and our defense, I hope, gets it together because they're going to have Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
They're going to have Saquon Barkley. They're going to have A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. Excuse me. Yeah, and then you're going to have
the King
Henry with the Titans, and that's the next 4 weeks. That is going to be. The Eagles might lose the next 4
Well,
weeks.
and you also take consideration
stop the run.
Well, think of this too, Ryan. The Chicago Bears is another team that rushes the ball more than any. Says they have just 2 good wide receivers. That's pretty much about it. Outside of that, they have no other outside receivers. But they have. You still got Khalil Herbert, David Montgomery, Justin Fields can run. So I guess you could say the next 5 weeks are you got teams. Well, I don't know about the Saints rushing the football though, because
right. And actually, unrelated to football and the Eagles, we got a comment here, Rob. I really want to know your answer on this. R2 asks, who's funnier, me or you?
I think combination of the. Oh, and there goes Randy.
Randy will be back in a sec.
There he is.
Yeah.
So, Rob, what do you think? I really want to know your answer.
Honestly, I would say I think both of us. I mean, we have our own style, sense of humor.
I really think it is. NFC East.
I think Mitch is goofier.
Yeah. NFC East going to be a battle the way of the end. Yeah. Yep. It really is, Jeff. And
it's not always been for as long as I can remember. It's always been the battle of.
Hey. Jeff.
Oh shit.
Hey, the question.
I appreciate it, my guy.
The question was me or Rob.
Go to Randy's stream and go check out Randy's shorts. They are freaking hilarious. And go give Randy a subscribe at next shift. The links in the description, and also I left it in the comments.
As well. So please. Yes. And Rob said I'm funnier.
So it's 1-1-1.
Dude, your shorts, whatever you've been doing lately, dude, they've been going viral, dude. But you've been doing, dude, they're so funny. Every single one of your shorts are hilarious, dude.
They're medically induced shorts.
They're awesome, yeah, dude. They are.
Rob being part of the show.
If you haven't seen Randy's shorts, definitely go check them out. They are so funny.
Thanks, Ryan.
No problem.
I feel like I just threw up. Yeah.
Blah.
Further AM is funny as hell too. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Mitch and Rob are also funny. Oh, also are funny too. Okay.
Bring up the caboose.
No, don't. Oh, God, that stupid goofy meme that's been going around on TikTok. Don't
go there. I don't even want to know.
No,
yeah, I would say do not. What? Well,
okay. You know what? Let's get back to football.
Yeah, let's do that.
What happened to Miles Sanders?
I don't know. We were just talking about it.
And
it's
really, I'm going to start with you. What happened with the
I don't know.
Man,
He only got 54 yards.
I think we kind of like touched on it a little bit. I think a lot has to come down with this coaching staff when it comes down to like when they go along with a plan, like when they write out their scheme for the weekend, they stick with it. They follow it right, like with a fine tooth comb, right? Like they stick right to it. And I think lately in the season, obviously being 8-0 previous until last night, it worked. It was working. When situational football would come up, it was working. But when what happens last night doesn't work, that's when you just say, scrap it, throw that fucking shit in the garbage, run the football, go back to old school football where it's like running the ball opens up play action, that opens up RPOs, and then try little things, try different stuff that you've been practicing in practice. But last night was a clear indication that this coaching staff likes to stick with the plan, no matter if it's working or not. And I think last night was a clear indication that teams are starting to understand what we're trying to do, and they're switching up their plan, and we're still sitting there complacent and not doing fuck all.
Rob?
I'm with Randy. I mean, I say, if I'm Sirianni going in the next week, I'll be getting in my coaching staff's face, both Sykin and Jonathan Gannon.
Yep.
Because this falls on you're the coordinators. You're the one that's calling the plays. Like the fact that, and like Randy said, if you can't, like if nothing's working, scrap the damn thing and go back. And because remember, look at last year, we ran the football more times than anybody, and we were so successful at it.
Yeah.
And that's how we got to the playoffs, but even by the skin of our teeth. But that's besides the point. But you kind of know where I'm going with that. Yeah. But I mean, we've been like running teams over.
Mm-hmm. AM.
One thing I just want to say is, I just gotta have to blame the coaches on this one, because I don't understand how you don't prepare for a Monday night football game where you have an extra day to prepare for a game like this. Like, I just don't see how you weren't prepared and ready to get these players going, especially this was a home game. It was everyone, you have the home field advantage behind your back, and you don't have any players ready to go. It looked like we didn't, like, our offense wasn't the problem, but I don't even want to blame our offense. It was literally just the defense just was not putting any pass rushing on Heineke. And when we did, he would escape because we weren't giving enough pass rushing and not quick enough, or it would be a run and we weren't tight in the middle and we were just letting it go. We were letting the offensive line push us to the side, literally, because the running back literally was running just right up the middle. He didn't have to do anything. There was no one in the middle. It was a wide open hole. I've never seen a running back just all he had to do is just stand there, watch the offensive line, push the defensive line and linebackers to the side, and just continue running forward. I don't understand. This is just Jonathan Gannon's mistakes. I just don't understand. And it's been going week and week, and it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
But it's not the worst we've seen all year. I think the Lions game, even though we won that, we allowed more points, but this game was just...
It was just different.
Right. And it was a home game, a Monday night football game. Like I said, we had an extra game to prepare. This is on the coaches. They should have had this down. They should have been prepared. This should have been an easy victory. No problem. It should have been like the destroying them down at FedEx Field with their leaky pipe bullshit. It should have been an easy game.
And I think that's what the issue is. I think a lot of the players, maybe not so much the big leaders, but the lesser of the guys, because I mean, one of the biggest examples of last night came on that touchdown by John Robinson, where he's reaching over the goal line. Fletcher Cox has got him wrapped right up. CJ Gardner comes up and smashes on him, and he's just pushing them inch by inch, getting closer, reaches over that goal line, touchdown. It was almost like Washington came in knowing we are not losing this game, and Philly was like, well, if they come in and they play hard, they might be able to take one from us, but we're the better team. That's what it felt like last night watching the game.
Yeah. Now, to go back to the Miles Sanders thing, he was playing great all year. Rob, you know this more than anyone. I was not a big fan of Miles Sanders. I still am not.
Oh, yeah, trust me. I get that. Because I feel like this is why a lot of times, this is why a lot of times we haven't really had with Miles Sanders, who's a good running back, we just really never had it. We never used a guy of his caliber, someone as good as Miles Sanders. And like I said, it goes on the coaching staff, and if I'm Miles Sanders, and we saw this last year, the fact that he wasn't getting used right, despite this is going to be a contract year for him, I would just wait till my contract runs out and go ball out somewhere else, because for Miles Sanders, like I should not have my talents disrespected by an organization that I was a second round pick, spent most of my career with, but yet, I mean, look, yeah, we're 8-1, but you got to get more of the running game going, and you're going to want to find this organization is going to find a way to make Miles Sanders leave, one way or the other.
Now, I don't think they're even going to pay Miles Sanders, because
I don't think so.
The offensive line that we got. Bro, we can put anybody back there, and they're going to be good. They're going to be not as good as Miles Sanders. They're going to be good and serviceable. And we're running back by committee. So, Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, and wherever the hell Trey Sermon is. I mean, and then throw Jalen Hurts in there. He's part of the running game, too. So, to me, it's just like,
you can just fix the mistakes. If you can just fix the mistakes, the little mistakes that caused the problem where we lost this game, just the little tiny things like Brandon Graham, where I mean, you could say it was a ticky-tack push, but he hit him. It was nonsense. He shouldn't have done that. He was giving himself up. You should know better. He's a veteran. He's been in the league for 13 years. You can't make those little type of mistakes in these key situations. But he's not even to blame. It could go even further back towards the game, and you can't blame the refs. The Eagles
what about Slay?
They're not prepared at all in any way this game.
Look how good of a game McLaurin had. He had over 8 catches, and he was all over the field for the Commanders. Slay couldn't stop McLaurin if he had a nosebleed.
And this also ties back to Jonathan Gannon. Why the hell are we playing now? We're not playing man coverage. Why the fuck are we playing prevent and zone defense? And first of all,
let's start with the Rams. Keep going.
Just fuck. I mean, for the love of God, like, you have to really see that's just like simple football. We've seen teams. I'll give Minnesota credit where credit's due. They play man coverage and shit. And at times, they got burned. But you have to really look at it, too. We have 2 lockdown corners, but yet you're going to play them 10 to 15 yards off. Not having Avonte Maddox kind of hurts the second part of the secondary, but yet, I don't know. Like, Gannon at times is wanting to get his ass fired. That's the way that I'm really picking. That's how I'm seeing it. Mm-hmm. And the fact that if he somehow gets a head coaching job, I'm going to laugh my fucking ass off. I really do. I am going to laugh to the point where, like, watch a certain team struggle under Jonathan Gannon.
Mm-hmm. All right, prevent D, pause, prevents him from winning. All right. Yep. It's just like, how much longer can we take this? Going back to last year, I made countless videos saying the same exact stuff over and over and over again. And then you have this stacked defense. It's stacked. Gardner Johnson, Kaiser White, Hassan Reddick, Darius Slay, James Bradbury. You got Fletcher Cox. You got
Devon Hargrave.
You got Hargrave. You got Jordan Davis. Nakobe Dean has not even been on the field, I think. So,
no, I don't think he's ever played a snap at all.
It's time to take the bubble wrap off Nakobe Dean and start getting the guy's ass out on the field.
I mean, bro. And then we could still go on. Josh Sweat. I mean, this defense is stacked, and I really think talent is beating the coaching. Talent is saving the coaching right now, especially on the defensive side. I mean, Gardner Johnson's got 6 picks. He's leading the league. So with this defense, you got to put them in the right situations. We only blitzed once. And that was with Gardner Johnson in the red zone. So it's just like, bro, enough is enough. I'm getting sick and tired of this. I am. And I was just sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, I can't watch this. I had a hard time I had the remote in my hand. I was going to change the channel. And I was like, yeah, I got to watch it. It was like so hard for me to watch. Did you
I
guys
got kicked off the stream last night by my wife. I was running around the house smashing shit, slamming doors, swearing, and she changed the Wi-Fi password on me, and I couldn't get back on to the stream with the guys because she's like, "I'm not letting you on there to say something that you're gonna regret."
Smart.
But I was pissed. I was pissed, man. Like, I was so mad last night. I came outside, was yelling at the top of my lungs. I was like, "Fucking fire, Jalen!"
I was wondering why you left. There's the reason.
Yeah, I didn't know why until this morning when I was like, I can't get on the internet. She's like, "Oh yeah, the new password's this." I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I changed it last night when you went on your little rant." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Well, it's just like, do you guys honestly see Jonathan Gannon being fired?
I fucking hope so.
Kindness.
No, yeah. No. I already said even if we won a Super Bowl, I want him gone.
And not so much to, don't we not have Vic Fangio in the organization at this point?
Yes.
He has got to go. I do not care.
Like I don't even know how teams got away with, especially the Vikings. I mean, the fact that he was with the Vikings as a defensive specialist, I can see how bad their defense was.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Ever since he left, I mean, it looks like they're getting defenses, even though they're not as good as ours, but they're playing some good football. The Vikings are playing good football defensively. Like, it shows you that Gannon is an issue. The coaching, you have all this talent, but yet you're not implementing like adjustments to your scheme. Shit, and even looked at the Raiders. They have a lot of talent on that, and they're squandering it. Yeah, but we know, but the Raiders is a whole different story in its entirety, but that's besides the point. I think Shane Steichen deserves to stay. I think I think that's the first time Shane Steichen's ever made any mistakes offensively calling plays. But knowing that Gannon has really, like, he's just sticking. It's like the way that, how am I going to make this analogy? It's basically like testing pasta noodles. You take a handful of it, throw it against the wall, see if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, I'm sorry. That's the one analogy I had to go with.
Jonathan Gannon, defensive coordinator.
Sorry, I don't even know what the pasta noodle.
Hey! For me, further would know what I would do. I would throw a brownie and see if it would stick. Guys, exclamation mark brownie in the chat.
Oh, you're killing
but no, seriously, it's like for real.
Going now or something.
I think Jeffrey Lurie brought in. I think he purposely brought in. Rob, what's his name? His name's
Fake Fangio.
Yeah, I think he brought in Fangio not only as a consultant just to oversee and kind of help like pick. I think he brought him in to kind of scare him, being like, "Listen, you fucked up. This guy's your."
Whoever did that. Exclamation mark brownie.
What?
Man.
Wait, I thought that was going to happen.
Say this too. I agree with Ray because I mean, we've seen. Look, I know Vic Fangio had in the best time in Denver, but if you looked at how Denver was defensively, they played some solid defense out in Denver, out in the Mile High City.
With lesser names.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why not have a guy that has built up a good reputation to be a good defensive coordinator with lesser names? Now you have all this time. Shit, we wouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. But I think this is why I agree with Randy, because knowing that I think Vic Fangio is breathing down the neck of Jonathan Gannon, because I think most of us, like, I know Key, my good buddy Key in the building, she wants Vic Fangio at this point. Like, most of us want Vic Fangio at this point. We're so done with Gannon.
Yeah, we're done with his bullshit pre-vet defense, which all it prevents is
prevents W's.
Well, saying all this, right? Saying all this, we got the Colts next. Oh wait, yeah. Wait, you guys nervous about the Colts now?
No. A little bit. I am a little bit.
I mean, it's a little bit nervous, but I don't think it's really too much to worry about, because you really think about it. I mean, we do own the division record, per se. I mean, I think that can also. I don't know, but I don't think the fact we're going to play
All right. I think we lost Rob for a second here. I'm
He
gonna fill
probably
in
turned
for
off
a
his
second.
computer again.
I'm gonna fill in for a second and say I am really worried about the Colts, and the reason why is Jonathan Taylor last week got 147 yards rushing with 22 attempt. He averaged 6.7.
All right.
Got one TD. I mean, I think Jonathan Taylor is going to have a field day on the Philadelphia Eagles if we don't fix our situation. Well, I'm going to let you continue. Are you back, Rob? I'm going to let you continue.
Yeah, I'm here.
I know you were
Sorry, my Wi-Fi cut
I'm
out.
just filling in. I didn't know you were back. Go ahead, man.
Like the fact that I like see. I mean, this is what like even though I'm not a. Oh, not the. Oh, bruh.
Oh my god. The Colts
they're a weird team, man.
It's
They
like
are.
they've been a very weird team for the last 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
It's funny because I mean, even though I shit on the Colts, like for God damn it, Tymus, I can't. You can't find a crack. I can't. But before I got caught off guard with that comment, I've always criticized the Colts and Goalie. I mean, by Buddy Gooley, for those who don't know, Goalie is a huge Bears fan, and he knows where the problem lies. The fact that they have an owner like Jim Irsay, who I have.
No. The Colts are cutting his inner out.
I know, right? Well, anyway, Matt Ryan's got 200.
All right, Cole, Commanders, this is for you. Left hand up.
We got a commercial. Oh my God, his left hand.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, someone take him off. Take him off.
I'll be real. Like they got Jonathan Taylor, they got Michael Pittman Jr., they got Alec Pierce, they got some dudes over there that can play. And last night, if anything, we kind of gave a blueprint on what it takes. And of course, we shot ourselves in the foot with a couple turnovers and so on and so forth. But if you can put a team in a predicament where they can turn the ball over, which Washington did, and you get those turnovers, you can have a game that you had like last night. And the Colts and the rest of the schedule that we now face, teams are saying, listen, there's the blueprint. We now know how to beat them. We just got to implicate it. We got to stick to our game plan, and we can win this game. And for me now for the rest of the schedule, if they have a very heavy run offense and somewhat of a decent receiver, I'm going to be a little skeptic because of one name, Jonathan Gannon.
It's basically Jonathan Gannon.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It's Jonathan Gannon versus Jonathan Taylor. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor versus Jonathan Taylor versus Matt Ryan versus Jeff Saturday.
Yep.
I mean, the next 4 weeks, like I said, are going to be grueling. They're dominant rushing, and they're going to utilize that against us now that they know our weak spot.
Exactly. And it just so happens in one of those games
they have on our defense, the more they're going to utilize our weak spots. And now that they know that they can run right down our throats, that's all they have to do to win.
Yeah. And on top of it, we don't have no Goddard. We don't have no Maddox. So now we're losing pieces, and other teams now know that we have weaknesses available.
And you got, what was it, halftime? We only had 6 minutes and 11 seconds on offense.
Yes.
Total.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's
You know what? Let's
that
talk about
reminds
that,
me
guys.
of, like, what was it? What was that year? Was it 2019 or 18 or 2020? Where we only had like less than 10 minutes of offense on the field?
I think that was the year that Carson didn't have any receivers and he only had Ertz. I think that was that year.
Here, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the time of possession and how bad that was.
That's because you need to run the fucking ball. They were just pass happy all night. They kept trying to.
It wasn't working. Yeah,
it wasn't working.
Where's
and then for some
AJ
stupid
Brown?
reason, they're like, let's stick with it. It's gonna work. It's like Rob's analogy. We'll grab some pass, throw it on the wall, and whatever fucking one sticks, we'll work with it. It's like that's a stupid fucking way to do it, and that's what last night felt like.
Yeah.
You have to run the ball, Mitch. You have to run the ball. It keeps the defense honest. It lets them know, shit, they're coming out the same personnel. They could run this or they could pass it. So now they have to be honest. They can't just load the box and go, listen, here comes the run. Last night, they're like, they're going to pass it. They're going to pass it. They're going to pass it. I mean, it was a prime example. Look how many fucking yards Sanders had. It was a horrible game plan, and they stuck with it, and they should have threw it in the garbage at halftime and came out and started playing backyard football.
Oh, all right. So Jalen Hurts threw for 17. I mean, he threw 17 for 26, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception.
Got up and started celebrating.
What the hell?
When you're on ESPN, the clip on the side played. So it was 17 for 26, or yeah,
So he threw 26 times. Yeah.
Yeah, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, with a QBR of a 73.2, rating of a 94.2. So
Yeah, because I will say that pass that he threw to AJ Brown, where it was a double coverage, even though AJ got his hands on the ball, that pass should have never happened. Oh fuck! Here's Cole.
Hey, Cole. What up, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, where's your logo? I made you a logo. Where the hell is it? What's up, man? What's up? But, yeah, let's go into the time of possession. Rob, anything to say about the time of possession and how bad it was?
What is there to say? We just didn't hang on the ball too long. Because I mean, shit, we just got outplayed on all fronts, in every statistical category: time of possession, total yards, rushing yards, passing yards. For the love of God, I don't know.
Like I'm gonna go back to the running thing. Like we kept trying to pass and force these passes, and you could obviously see even when we had given Jalen Hurts all the time in the world to pass the ball, none of our wide receivers were getting open.
No.
He was just looking around and there were no one open. I don't understand how no one was being able to get open this game. And on top of that, if we know that that's not working out, like Randy said, why aren't we starting utilizing our running backs? Why is Miles Sanders only have 54 yards? Why is a total combination of Sanders, Gainwell, and Scott have less than 70 yards total rushing? It was an awful game that wasn't designed right. We didn't utilize. We made too many mistakes. I don't know what the game plan was, but it was completely not what it should have been. We didn't play our cards right.
Here's the one thing I gotta say. Why am I not surprised? I'm not surprised by any of this, and I'm going to tell you guys why. The Commanders are a division opponent. It's always going to be tough, no matter if it's the Cowboys, Giants, or the Commanders. It's always going to be tough. It's always gritty. It's always that time. You can't take these teams lightly. You just can't. I mean, the Commanders with the left hands up are just like, hey, we got a left hands up. We got a victory. So it's just like, bro, any day. Can we just play a game and not look over a team? Just not look over. Just don't look over. Just play everything. Y'all were overlooking a soccer.
Yeah, we were. Oh man.
Yeah, we were. I said that.
After the first appearance, y'all definitely figured out how to utilize Heineke.
Yeah.
And I'll say the team plays better with Heineke than they do.
Yeah,
with
they
Wentz.
sure do. And
Yeah,
the fact that they
have experience with Carson Wentz is where we don't with Heineke.
And this is, and I even said this too. Like, why the hell did you trade for Carson Wentz anyways? Like, that doesn't make goddamn sense. Like,
So
I mean, I guess the Commanders were just I said that, so we had the Mitch's tradition.
No,
Oh, boy, Commanders going to the postseason now,
No.
huh?
Mitch has a clip under here.
no, we're not doing that.
No. Now.
Randy would leave. No.
But I was it's like you have to really think about it. So like, yeah, that's what. Yeah, look, get a bigger arm, yes. But the problem is, the Colts even knew, and we knew what you're gonna get with Carson Wentz. A guy that's been a 1-year wonder, and just a guy has been nothing but made out of glass. He's pretty much the Anthony Davis of football.
Thomas, I'm going to be on. Oh my God, I can't speak. I can be on your show. Looks like I'm not going to be on with Rio, so I can be on your show at 7:45. So, yeah. Play the no. No.
Just
Further
play the
remarks.
fucking thing. Get it over with.
No, I don't want it. Also, did the Philly Sports Podcast leak yet? We're not getting into that, but Rob, if you want anything to say about that, it's up to you.
And hardest Steelers.
Play the clip.
Hold on. Rob, go. I want you to answer this.
They deserve it. Antonio Brown and their new running back Robinson.
Oh my
they
God.
played
Damn,
really good.
too many names. I want Rob to answer this.
Yeah. So the quick spark notes of it is that it dissolved, and just me and Tyler were just looking for new opportunities, and here we are.
All right, there we go. Thomas, do you have anything better to do?
He's enjoying life tonight.
He doesn't get many wins in a season, so this is his moment, especially when it's against the Eagles. Trust me, all my friends around here hit me up. Let me know, because they're Commander fans. They come out of the woodwork one time a year, and it's only when they beat me.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up.
And then they go back.
Fucking hell! I wish you would have said something before playing. That was so fucking loud. Jesus Christ!
Hey,
I almost
you
dropped my
wanted
fucking
it.
phone.
I played it, and now we don't have to play it again.
Yeah.
I am done. You know what? I'm going to delete this clip.
Wait, no. I have a perfect way of getting rid of it.
The Washington Commanders away.
Away.
I just saw on a side note, Cooper Kupp is having surgery on his ankle, and he'll be out up to 4 weeks. So just prayers out to Cooper Kupp, man.
All right, Thomas, after your show, I'll delete it, all right? Oh, wait, I can't. Damn it. Yeah. So.
Make sure you go to everyone in the description and go to each one of our live channels and give a like if you can. So thank you so much. If you could just go around to each one of our YouTubes and drop a like at each one of our channels, that would be much appreciated. Thank you for everyone in the chat for sticking around.
Yeah, it was a very good. It's a good show so far. We still got a little bit of time.
We only need 2 more subscribers for the Hardcore Sports Network. So anyone hasn't subscribed to the Hardcore Sports Network,
please do, for the love of God. We need that 200.
We are really killing it over there,
guys. We need 2 more. That's all we're asking.
God.
We're almost there.
Yeah, it feels like being that 200 subscriber, almost close to it, to 200.
Dude, that's a big mark, man. 200
it is
a big mark.
And I can say of experience too. And Mitch knows this better than anybody. Like how much it's a pain in the ass to get that 200 mark.
Yeah,
but
it is.
I'm on the way to 60. I got 56. Woo!
Dude, there you go. Make sure you get your
13 more.
Dude, Randy, you're damn
it, Rob. But
Rob, what are you at right now? You're almost to 1,000.
I'm at 840.
Oh,
842.
Wow, you're killing it. You were just at dude, I swear it was like 2 months ago you were at just 500. You were like 540, and I was just telling you how I got
it's called nonstop grinding.
And I just got to 500, and look at you, you're almost at 1,000. It's killing it, Rob.
I'm telling you, guys, I'm just gonna say this right now. To grow on YouTube, I'm watching plenty of videos on this. I'm basically gonna become a pro at this. It's called Shorts. YouTube Shorts is the way to
Did
go.
you get to 2K, right?
Yes.
Dude,
I'm at 2038.
That is pretty bad. That is badass, dude.
Yeah. I'm not like Boys for Life who's blowing up.
No, now we gotta get you
already.
We gotta get you to 5K now. The next goal is
I
5K.
want to get to 3K. Oh, I gotta put that video.
It's gotta be 5.
I gotta
5 is the next one.
Yeah. So I just gotta say this about this game, or actually before that. Does this hurt Jalen Hurts' stock in the MVP?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
A little bit, yeah.
And you know what's crazy is it's really not his fault. I blame the coaches for really destroying his chances. I think that he has more than enough potential, and I don't think we've seen the best of Jalen Hurts. I think there's way more to show, and I think that literally we're underutilizing him in his full potential, and I don't know why we're not giving him the benefit of doubt and we're risking him in the meantime with injury. Risking him. I don't get it. I'd blame
it's a huge question mark.
It really is, but
Yeah.
honestly,
I don't know what to say. I just hope they fix it. I hope they learn from their mistakes. These coaches really need to learn from this game and know that this division's not to be taken for granted.
No, because I think we're
Dick
just one of the
Vermeil would say, this is not to be taken for granted.
right.
I mean, this one loss we have to learn because the Giants only have 2. If we lose next week, we're going to be tied with the Giants.
But yes, Rob. Yes, Thompson, I do. But I just gotta say this with the Jalen Hurts MVP stock. It's gonna be 1 for me is Patrick Mahomes, 2 Jalen Hurts, 3
Josh
Allen, 4 Tyreek Hill. Those are my top 4 for MVP right now.
I can agree with that 100%. I mean, Tyreek Hill's just on the whole got another goddamn level.
I mean, just Tyreek Hill's almost at 2,000 receiving yards for the year.
I think he might smash that record.
He's going to.
Shit. If he keeps this up, who's to say? I think he might get over 3,000. Might get close to 3,000 receiving yards. Who's to say?
Who the hell knows? But I'm telling you right now, those are my 4. You got Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill. And you know what? Jeff, if you're still in here, my number 5 is Saquon Barkley.
No, I have to say, I think I'm going to have to put Josh Allen at 2 and Jalen Hurts at 3 with the situation that happened after last night.
Yeah, but
yes, if they take into consideration of what the situation that Josh Allen did, especially against the Minnesota Vikings. Really, a butt fumbles to cause a touchdown. Who in the fucking scripts that shit up? Like somebody explain that.
That was a way better, harder opponent than the Washington Commanders with a 4-5 record going into the game.
No, but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Why he's lower to me than Jalen Hurts is because Josh Allen is injured. He is injured right now. I don't even think he's playing next week.
How long is he going to be out?
They have him day to day with a UCL injury.
Yeah.
So that's why he's 3 for me. If I was real, he might have been out of my top 5, and I'll put Tua there.
Y'all got Tyreek Hill in there. I
say 5. Let 5 be 2 for the love of God. Give that kid some love.
I'm throwing Justin Jefferson in there. He's only 100 yards off of Tyreek Hill for the lead in yards for receiving.
He sure is.
Yeah.
So So Mitch, the next 4 games for the Giants, they got the Lions, the Cowboys, the Commanders, Eagles. Us in Week 14, but the other games, the Eagles. Most of the NFC East is playing the fucking Colts this year. What the fuck?
I mean, it might come down to the last week with the Giants.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
it
how
is.
I think this is going to play out. And what's great is we're going to have a home field advantage for the last week. So y'all have a good, happy new year, because when we come back in the new year 2023, we're going to have to whoop that Giant ass, because it's going to be in Philly and it's going to be cold and someone's going to lose.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah.
It's going to be the fight for who probably is going to get divisional bye week.
All right. So
if the Giants play their cards right and the Eagles play their cards right, it might be literally the game for who gets divisional bye week.
And I also think can take a consideration like who has the better divisional record. Would also you have to factor that as well, which that has been factored with the last couple of years is the divisional record.
Right. And dude, man, that tell you with the new playoff system and that extra week, just the extra playoff game, you really, really need a divisional bye week to get into the Super Bowl. I mean, it doesn't have to be done, obviously, but historically with the Philadelphia Eagles record getting into the Super Bowl, statistically, we have over an 88% chance from going with the divisional bye week
to making it into the Super Bowl. Pretty much every time we get a divisional bye week, we go to the Super Bowl. And the only time we didn't was 2008 against the Cardinals. No, that was unfortunate.
That was very unfortunate.
NFC East plays the AFC South and NFC North, so we play all 4 teams each in each division. Thank you, Coach. I'm back.
Oh,
I mean,
excuse me,
Commanders
Danny,
ain't
I'm sorry,
going anywhere anyway. Yeah.
Because that 2008, we had a wild card round, and I'm only talking about divisional bye weeks. Excuse me.
So, we got to make our predictions for next week because, we got to move on from the Commanders. We got to focus on the Colts now. So, with the show wrapping up, episode 52 wrapping up, Rob, I'm going to start with you. What is your prediction going?
If we play our cards right and actually make it damn adjustments, I could say I would say 27 to I would say 27. No, hang on. 27-17. There it is. Holy crap. I cannot think straight today. So I have us winning by 10 over the Colts, 27-17. I think the Colts are so, I mean, as Tyler's put to their crackhead organization, I think you still got some good talent on that roster. Don't get me wrong. I think just having a guy that has no coaching experience, would you ever want to, if you're the Colts, like, are you really nervous about that? Because like I said, if we play our cards right, I think we can put up 27 to 30 points on the Indianapolis Colts. So I'm going to say 27-17 is in the favor of the Eagles and get back into the win column.
All right, Randy.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of piggyback a little bit on what Rob scored there a little bit, but I'm actually going to go. I'm going to go 23-17 Eagles. We got to remember they got DeForest Buckner. They got some dudes on there on the defensive side. They don't have Shaq Leonard. He's done for
the year. He's getting back surgery.
He just had back surgery today, actually, so it was successful. So wish him the best moving forward. See you next year, bro. But they, like I said, they still got some dudes over there that can play. We just gotta. We're not gonna stop Jonathan Taylor. We just gotta limit the damage, and we just got us as a collective group here. We got to use our energy and send that energy to Jonathan Gannon and tell him, "Fuck your prevent and let's play ball."
Yep. Further,
I'm not gonna give a prediction, but I'm very worried about this game. I think what I'm going to say about this game is it's just giving me those 2014 vibes where we went to the Indianapolis Colts and we got that field goal to win the game 30-27. And for some odd reason, I don't know. I said it last week. I didn't think that we were going to lose to the Commanders. I really thought we were going to lose to the Colts. And I really don't want to say we're going to lose to the Colts this week. I really don't, but I just hope they prove me wrong. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I hate saying that, but I'm gonna be the realistic one here and say this is gonna be a.
Hey,
I hope Jonathan Taylor is gonna have a freaking field day, and we have such a bad historical show with Matt Ryan's, and he's back, so I don't know what to expect. Hell. Nick Foles might actually play. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So
that's my hot take. Watch Nick Foles come out.
So for me, guys, I am going with the Eagles here. Even though in the beginning of the season, I did predict them to lose this game, but I think I'm going to go to the win. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. I got the Eagles winning 24-21. I think it's going to be that close. And Jonathan Taylor is going to, do his thing. Matt Ryan is back, and that is insane because we all knew what that was happening with Frank Wright. Now with Jeff Saturday there, he brought back Matt Ryan. So we're going up against a head coach who did not coach since he was coaching a high school team. So we got to win this game no matter that.
I just want to leave off with real quick. This is how I really feel the Eagles. They really should win this game. And like I said before, we haven't seen the full potential.
Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
And that's literally how we should be playing this game.
Why did I see that coming?
Get the
Pause.
coach.
There's a bonehead. Yeah. Yeah, that was. Yep, it is Randy right here.
What's up, bro? How you doing? How you doing?
Man.
What's up,
So,
bud?
Coach
Now,
has
make sure you
35
go
to
to each
6.
one of our YouTube channels. I put a link in the chat and also in the description. Make sure you go to every live channel and go hit up our guest Rob here. Make sure you go subscribe and like to his channel. Thank you
Yes, sir.
so much,
And I'm going to
everyone.
be live a little bit later on tonight for some NXT. So
And hit up
Yeah.
Next Shift Randy. He's been doing live shorts. They're hilarious. So make sure you go hit up Next Shift Randy. He's been doing great. So I put the link in the chat. Go check him out. He's been doing hilarious shorts. They are so funny. If
now
you
let me
like
ask you this: what did Jordan Davis got suffer the ankle sprain? What earlier this what
Week 9 or week 8, I believe.
He's going to be back by the time we play the Giants for the first go around.
Yeah, I would say between the Titans and the Giants, I feel like he's where he's going to come back because I thought it was a lot earlier.
No,
But-
I think it's going to come back. That's when he's going to come back and play. So, yeah, guys. So I really appreciate everyone in the chat right now coming to hang out with us for MK Headlines episode 52 with me, co-host Further AM, and Next Shift Randy, and our special guest Robert from the Philly Sports Talk podcast. And he's an executive on the network as well. So we know we got a lot of things coming or in the works. So just stay tuned for that. But do you guys have anything to say before we head on out of here?
All I know is I'm hungry as a motherfucker, and I want to go. But other than that, though, I mean, look the way how the way that our season
I'm
goes.
hungry too.
It's like it's probably one of the best seasons we ever had. Oh, minus the Super Bowl, but I think we're putting up a really good season. Like one loss is really not going to derail things. Granted, yes, when it comes to having a divisional record, that's besides the point. But in the end, divisional games are going to be tough. I mean, look at the rest of our schedule. I mean, some teams. I mean, definitely we need to put the foot on the gas pedals against Green. We have somewhat of an easy second half for the remainder of from next week till week 18. So I mean, either way, if we do want to say finish 14-3, shit, I would say it's a successful season one way or the other, no matter how you look at it. So I mean, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Randy and Further, you guys got anything to say?
No, I'm just excited for next week's game, and hopefully everybody heals up and go Birds.
Yep. AM.
Oh man, just thank you, Rob, for coming on, and Randy, thank you for being here, and everyone in the chat, and Mitch for having me on as a co-host. It's been such much fun, and I love doing this, and I can't wait to do it next week. And I hope we get this win against the Colts this week, and we have something positive to talk about next week for the show for you guys. Thank you, everyone in the chat. We much appreciate you guys coming out here, giving us. We wouldn't be doing it without you. So once again, Rob, I'm going to let you off. I want them to tell where they can find you.
Basically, like I said earlier in the show, you guys can find me at the Philly Sports Podcast. I will be live later tonight at 8:00 for another this week's NXT. And then Friday you'll see me again for LMB Free Agency Day 8, which I'll kind of just talk about on all that. And I have a lot of stuff planned out for the works and coming to the network as well. Hopefully we can get to that damn 200 subscriber mark. For the love of God, we need the 2 subs. But
Let's get them.
But like I said, I mean, you can find me at the Philly Sports Podcast. You also check me out on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and my Twitter, which I'll pretty much run. I pretty much run my this channel social media. And you'll occasionally see like Eagle Style Podcast, a Philly show here and there, an Eagle show, Sixer show. But we got, like I said, I have a lot of stuff planned coming to the network. But yes, you do not want to miss out on some upcoming stuff in the works.
Yep. Yeah. And so tomorrow I'm gonna have Derek Larger from the Bring Up podcast. We're going to discuss Eagles and Colts. Thursday, I'm going to be live with Earl for the Wrestling Experience with Earl Cole. So that'll be on my channel and his. Friday, me and Rob got the Sixers versus Milwaukee Bucks. Live
Yes, sir.
that way. Saturday, I got MK in the morning. And then Sunday, probably oh my God. This week is going to get crazy. But yeah, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll catch you all later. Have a good one.
Go
Peace.
Birds!
Have a good